Musk is now live. Streaming just chatting, adds adventures. Thanks for tuning in, hope you enjoy. To stay up to date with the latest news and information, join us on the Discord at Video Game Film Frames. Everyone, new video is out.
Okay, reset my frames, everything is lowered. Cool, now I'm hitting the window I want to. Alright, so doing the research to start a server. But in order to start it properly, I am going to do a little checking around to see exactly how I want to do things. I want to find the right way to do everything. Oops. Wow. PvE hot 64. Okay. Might want to check that out in just a second. Wow. 50 and 40. Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
Everyone, Musk is live.
Okay, let's go back to the Select that. And let's go back to this one that said PVE 5. For load time, like that. That's not something that's customarily good. Let's have a look see. So let's add these things to his close to an apple. I'll take his clothes as handy dandy knifey wifey. Oh, yeah, we don't. Fine. That's that right. Ah, yeah.
Good morning.
What up?
Hi. Okay, so we were going through. Boys, I'm on a phone call, please. We were going through stuff for Netrado,
Hmm.
and I found the bots that were in my account. So we were we were deleting them to pretty much get rid of the bots and re-download whoever the bot we wanted to delete with you.
Hmm.
And I went ahead and disconnected them. And for like 20 seconds, I could not access your server at all. Like it was not popping up. Like when you normally go to Nitrado and you click your dashboard,
Hmm.
normally, or the regulars where you click your game server, it
Hmm.
pops up. It literally was like error. Like
Hmm.
I pretty much deleted the server.
No, it's not deleted. It's still there and it's running because the other day when me and Spectre were talking about it, because we were talking about how oh shit, hang on, my web browser just opened up and lost sound. Hang on a second, close that. There we go. The other day when me and Spectre were talking about it, I was telling him how Alias always made the mistake of giving people his password and shit and using his account to
Right.
do stuff when you can have guests sign in, you can and then give them what permissions you want so that they can help you do things, but they do so under their own name. So Spectre added me the other day because I have my own Notrato account, and he added me under there the other day. Um, so I can still see everything because I was looking through this morning and like I checked the statuses because I was about to go check for my own. In fact, I think I'll pull it up right now. Uh, yeah, let's see. I can show you what I see. Maybe just a
Yeah,
second.
if you could show me, because I feel like
Yeah.
it wouldn't work for me. So I'm gonna try and re-log in right now, but I like logged in, logged out, closed everything. But when I went and clicked the game
Mhm.
itself, for whatever, we had, it literally was just like error.
Okay. We have this because someone else has commissioned me to open up a server and they want me to do it under my name. So I was researching the prices and guidelines, thinking over shit like that this morning. Uh,
Right.
but under my stuff, it does show me. See, yours still shows up for mine. Burning Daylight PvE Custom. Right there.
See, that doesn't show up for me though at all. It literally won't pop up. Wait a minute. Okay, mine's popping up now. What?
Could have just been some temporal. Uh,
It could have been Natrado being a jerk.
yeah, yeah, some kind of temporary error.
Okay, cool. So it's fine then. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, can we connect, since we opened Livonia, can we connect Livonia and so he made the new Burning Daylight DayZ thing on Discord. He mainly made that because we could not get access at all.
Oh, okay.
So he
So it
made
was like an
that, and then
emergency. Yeah.
yeah, he's like, well, just in case, we'll link this one up to Livonia because we talked about having Livonia also.
Okay.
Um, that's
I could.
interesting that it must have
Yeah.
been a Natrado thing then.
Yeah, it might have been some kind of temporary error where it was going through and removing whatever other rights and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
because
everything
it's so
pops up
weird
in
because
full here.
I forgot what I did, but I went into some kind of setting and I was able to see on the Natrados, I think it was on the web face,
Hmm.
that what bots were there, and there were like three or four bots. And he's like, "Well, how did Adamusk do it? Did he just?" I'm like, "I have no clue." He said he just followed everything, and they just went right.
Yeah.
Sorry if you hear my kids; they're playing Fortnite and they're very
Oh,
loud.
it's fine. Yeah,
Um,
I know how it is. I've still got 8 years. No, 7 years left on my youngest, so 7 years left in my sentence.
Yeah, I have a 9-year-old and an almost 5-year-old, so they keep me very busy.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's interesting because I was like, we weren't panicking. I was more like frustrated because it
Mhm.
wasn't loading, and obviously I have no clue what I'm doing.
Yeah, same. I'm
So,
super new to it too. Matter of fact, I wonder
and I don't,
what
I mean, other than you, I don't really have anybody else to talk to. Do you remember Odin? Odin's son?
that name sounds familiar.
He's a YouTuber. He makes YouTube videos. Odin's son Entertainment. Is he
Oh,
the?
is that the British guy with the beard, kind of grayish?
He's not
No?
British. No.
Oh, okay.
Uh-uh.
Then no, I don't
But
think I
if
have.
you look up Odin's son Entertainment, he's a friend of mine on here, and I messaged him yesterday. But he's one of those guys that I'd have to pay a bunch of money to have him just. I
Mm,
don't want him to work on my stuff because I got you and Matt, and
right.
that's plenty. I don't want to make this server ginormously crazy with a bunch of random mod. You know what I mean? I want it to be
Simple.
done the right way and simple and not like
Right.
beyond stressful that because like when you see giant statues with cucumber wing wangs you kind of question why in the heck
Yeah.
people are having servers, you know what I mean?
Let's see. What bot did you decide to go with for the kill feed and stuff?
I don't know. matt
No.
had
Yeah.
matt had been looking at a different one. He said it was one that was used on PC a lot and that he's used it before or something. I don't remember 100%, but he got rid of the SS9 because it was having a lot of issues. So I don't know. But I kind of was at the point of just he wanted to start from like scratch and not have anything
Hmm.
and go from there. And I was like, well, that's fine. Like, what else do I have to lose? You know what I mean? I thought, well, I just wasted $20.
Hmm.
Oh, general, no players online. I just want to be able to have the kill feed. It would be nice to have. It would be nice to have something set up that it wouldn't drive me insane when it comes to Grayson John. Grayson, thank you. Um, Something in the sense of being able to track players without having to go through the logs and like then pinpoint their location. And that was just way too much. There.
Yeah. Sorry, my stuff is being a little slow right now because I'm hosting multiple things at the moment. Aside from this video, I had already also started streaming, uh, which that's what my OBS looks like. So I've got that running on my other screen. And all the plugins I've got for my browser. I was looking for something. There we go. 2023 DIY Daisy kill feed tutorial. I was looking for something for a kill feed that was posted this year, and it looks like the closest thing I've found is this one was posted 3 months ago. Open that in a new
Definitely a
tab.
noob.
6 months, 4 months, 10 months, 7, 5, 8. Okay, put it away. See what this
At
Oh,
Google Fiber,
my
customer
system is
service is
maxed out.
Straightforward billing?
absolutely no
It's nice to know that the turn of the map's working, so at least you were able to tell me. 'Cause I had let that go.
What's up, guys?
really
Offset
fun.
Syntax here, aka
Right.
Straight Killer Forilla. A huge thank you to all of my subscribers and the DayZ console community as a whole. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate all the love and support. A couple years ago, I released my original DayZ console kill feed tutorial, and then some subsequent tutorials to add features to it.
Let's mute that guy for a second. Let's take a look. Python. Okay. Visual Code Studio. Ooh, never heard of that one before. And I have that. Let's see. NVM for Windows. What is NVM? Discord Developer Portal. Nitrado Server. Kill Feed Project. Offset. Okay. How long is this video? Fuck, 30 minutes.
I know they're so long.
Twitch, stream on Twitch, Facebook, Patreon. And there's something I need to write down. I need to open up a Patreon because I need to start setting up multiple methods for payments.
Multiple
Um,
methods for payment. Oh.
oh yeah. Well, like so, I've got a PayPal and I've got Cash App and I've got what
You
else
gotta get
do
a
I have?
Venmo.
Yeah, Venmo. That's the other one that I need to set up. Thank you. Venmo.
Mm. I've heard awful things with Cash App, and I had a PayPal at one point that
The thing I
um
don't like about PayPal is somebody can pay you and then pull the payment back. That's what I
yes.
don't like about it, and that's the issue. That's the only issue I had for that, which was initially why I set up Cash App because you can't do that with Cash App. You can. It has to be confirmed on both sides. So, like, if somebody sends me a payment, the money doesn't actually hit me until I accept the payment. So, and then it won't go back out to anything unless I confirm so.
I had PayPal at one point, and then my account got hacked.
Mm,
So I was getting like charges for like random stuff, and I was like, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and cancel everything. So I canceled it all. I just couldn't take it. It was just too much.
uh,
So
yeah,
when I
the
went over
only
to
go
when I
ahead.
went over to the SS9 bot, I noticed if I want to pay for the more expensive one, you have to have PayPal. I don't have it.
Uh, Oop.
It literally said that's the only method of payment was PayPal.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I was like,
Fuck.
cool. Well, can't do that unless someone else wants to use their PayPal for me. Then that's great. But
Right. What's the other one I have? GoFundMe. I've got a GoFundMe set up too for donations and shit.
GoFundMe.
Patreon, Venmo, PayPal, find me. I'll check later to see what I'm just jotting notes down today because this other dude wants me to open a server, but he doesn't want to do it himself. I don't think he has a PC, but he's got the funding. The dude was um he uh he was a plumber. Apparently, he got himself into some trouble and he got put on house arrest. But he owns his own company. So for like the last year, he's been on house arrest, doing nothing but playing DayZ while he just from the phone manages his entire company where he's making like uh I don't know, around 1,200 per job, and he's just sending his crew out to go do it all while he's sitting at the house just collecting the money. He's just sending his people out to do the work, and he's been on house arrest this whole time. Well, he just got off the house arrest, and so now that all his probation fees and stuff is paid off, now he's got extra funding to host another server. I don't know if you ever met or remember Unborn Flare, used to be on a zombie world. He was only on there for a couple of days, but on there long enough to become an admin within a weekend and then get kicked out within that same weekend. And he was like, "Well, fuck this guy," and he started his own server. He ran it for about 8 months, and then just the stress from all of it just crushed him. And he was just like, "Fuck this, I'm tired of it," and he just got rid of all of it. And at one point, because him and Jacob were running the thing together, and so Jacob didn't want the player base to just dissipate, so we funneled it into Pandora, and so it funneled all over to Pandora, and it picked up more funding and more players and stuff like that. But then a lot of people started to meet Tyler, and man, I like Tyler, but Tyler kind of got me. He had me work on all that stuff for him, and the only
Which
thing
one's
that
Tyler?
two guns. The only
Oh,
thing that I ever asked of him when I designed stuff for him was that later he would help me because I'm not great with Discord either. And the thing that I needed help with was setting up a Discord to sell my stuff. And that was the only thing that I asked him for help for. So I spent 2.5 months working on that trader, getting it perfect, making sure it had everything. Uh, I broke it down instead of just being one file. I broke it down into 6 parts so it wouldn't be laggy like the original one that I made for Alias, because that was really my first build, and that I didn't know a lot about it at the time, and so it was big and it had everything, but it had flaws. And since I figured out what those flaws were, I was able to tweak it and break it down in a way to where the code worked together, but they were all in separate parts, so it wasn't laggy. And I spent 2.5 months tweaking that and perfecting it and getting it perfect. And and then as soon as I was done, like every day while I was working on that, I talked to Tyler like every day. And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, as soon as we get this done, we'll start this Discord and open up this thing and start selling your stuff." And da 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 da. And we talked about it every day for like 2.5 months. But the second I was done, all that talk stopped. Like there was never anything. And I waited a month and a half because I wasn't gonna keep pestering him about it. And then I noticed like he just like fucking Alias, he just used me to get what he wanted. And as soon as he got what he wanted, then I was just, secondhand something, I didn't matter no more. So I was like, yeah, fuck this. And I just walked away from everything. Like I was um, an admin in his Discord. I had guest rights in the Nitrado, and I left and deleted everything and signed myself out of all the guest rights. And when I did, he started deleting everybody that he knew that knew me, claiming that, oh yeah, he just stopped talking to me and he blocked me. I never blocked him from anywhere. He told people I blocked him and shit. I didn't block him from nothing. Hell, he had my phone number. He could have called me. He could have texted me. He didn't try to contact me. He was done with me. But he wanted to pretend to everyone else that I blocked him. And what tipped me off was at the time they had started playing GTA, and I introduced him because I'm a big GTA player, and I know a lot of people who do all kinds of different shit and who know how to do heists back to back to just generate millions and millions and millions in like 20 minutes. They can get you like 4 million in 20 minutes. And so I introduced him to a few people. And the two people that I introduced him to that know how to do this, he wrote the exact same message, which told me it was a static message that he sent specifically to those people because he still had use for those people. He still wanted to use those people. And these people aren't just like people I know. These are people that have been a part of my group for years, years and years,
right.
probably 7+ years. And
Are you still friends with Ginger and Scrappy?
I deleted Ginger and Scrappy, not because of them, but because they are kind of Tyler's like underling. Like they'll do anything Tyler asks without question. So to keep them from being caught in the middle, I decided to just delete them. And if they hated me for it, that's fine. But I didn't want to put them in a position where they had to make a decision about anything or
Well, she messaged me the other day. She's like, "You need to verify yourself again for the server," and I'm like, "Why does that keep happening? That is the dumbest thing that you have to keep verifying." I took a few months off.
it's Yeah,
It's
the reason that they do that is the dude that because the bot he has is a custom bot built by this dude named Solid Error, who is a real world friend of Tyler's. Apparently they went to high school together or something. And the dude is a coding genius. Like I've talked to him a few times, and just from the few times I did talk to him, like he knows his shit, but everything he knows is more code based than what it is in game or designing or anything else. But he is a genius at what he does. So at one point, Tyler paid him $150 to create a custom bot, and the custom bot that they use is on a demo basis. So he is currently the only one that has access to it. And the agreement that they made was Tyler paid him $150 for permanent use of that bot. And then in return, Error uses that space to design the beta for the bot itself. And then later, once he gets it perfected, he would rent it out to other servers. And that was the agreement that they made. Problem with that is every time Solid has to make a change to it, when there's a translation between Nitrato and Discord, and he has to make a change, people have to re-verify. That's why that keeps happening, because it happened twice before, and people kept having to re-register and shit. Oh,
Interesting.
yeah. I mean, I was admin there for a while, and my only complaint about the whole thing is I was always advocating for the little guy. Like there would be like maybe 8 admins, and they kept wanting to make decisions without considering their player base. I was like, you want to make this a great place, and I totally get that, but you need to put these things up for a vote. You know what I mean? You need to let the people who have donated and the people who play it the most, you need to let them have a say in how the world goes. Don't just make unilateral decisions and be like, okay, this is what we're going to do now. I mean, it's basically crowdfunded. So when you crowdfund something, you want the players to be included in that. And there were multiple times I was like, we really need to ask everybody what they would like,
Right.
and eventually toward the end, he started listening to me, because there was a couple of times like he got even Two Guns got so stressed out he was ready to shut it all down like multiple times. We would have PlayStation groups and shit open. He would just throw them all away, just delete them all and get rid of everything. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like you keep building this up and then trashing it yourself. Like you
Yeah.
can't let things get like this to you. I had to explain to him. I was like, you need to macro manage, not micromanage. Micromanaging is when you go through every little detail yourself, and you'll stress yourself out doing that. So what you do is you macro manage, and macro managing is when you find people that can do the things that they say that they're going to do, and you trust them to do them, and you give them that job, and then you only have to ask them about key things. You leave the rest of that responsibility to them. It's a way you can open yourself up for higher things. It's less stressful, you know. That way it keeps everything balanced and in place, and everything doesn't feel like the world crushing you every time some minor little thing goes wrong. You know?
Right.
And eventually he started listening, but it took like a month and a
It
half.
took him. I was say it took him long enough.
Yeah, which that's what I'm researching at the moment. I'm looking at things like server names, the best ways to include everything for this one. Because if I open it up for this guy, since he doesn't want to run it, I'm gonna I'm gonna keep him anonymous and
Right.
still go by what he wants. But at the same time, I'm also gonna crowdfund it and open it up under the ads collective umbrella, so it'll be protected all under the same rules and guidelines that I've always set for my channels and my groups and everything else. But I
Right.
want to find the best ways to do all of those things. And in my opinion, I think it'd be better to, instead of just have, because a lot of servers wind up being very, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, where like their server is the only server you should really play on. And if you play on other people's, this, that, and the other, I don't want to do nothing like that. I would rather like work together with other servers, right? And this way, you create a collective group that you can all pass through in between and see other people's ideas and other people's shit. And I don't know, seems like it'd be a better idea to me to work with other people than work against them consistently.
Right.
Be Because that whole paranoia thing, like apparently when Two Guns first opened his, there was a lot of uh, raids and shit that happened at the start of it, and because of that, the original people who were there had this overbearing sense of paranoia. Like they were constantly,
What is considered a raid? I'm new
well,
to this.
so like a raid would be, uh, so like some of Alias's players had gotten pissed off that Tyler had opened up his own. So he sent over a bunch of players to go trash their trader and kill the players. And since he didn't have a bot or anything in place, all of his staff would have to log on and like fight these things off. That would be like a raid. Um,
Well, that's what I had to deal with when I was doing security and adminship over there. Is I had to deal with
for
people who
Alias.
started, yeah,
Yeah.
for his stuff.
Yeah. I did the same thing. Except I wouldn't put myself through it. If I died, I would just be like, nope, I'm gonna wait till it's over and I'm gonna sit here and watch the kill feed and just ban people left and right. I'm not
Yeah.
crazy. I was an admin there for I'll say 4 months, and then I walked away. I walked away because I had some first world shit I had to deal with over the course of 2 days. And I told everybody, I was like, hey, I got some first world stuff I got to handle. I'll be back in a few days. I come back, and
Hey,
all of a sudden, I wasn't admin and stuff no more.
I just found, so if you're in my thing, right,
Hmm.
and you go to where it says my account, I don't know, I think I'm not on the interface one. I think I'm on the regular one. Yeah. And I try to, not the web interface. Okay, so see where it says my account?
Hmm.
Click that. Okay, in options, it says authorized applications.
Mm.
So that's what I was messing with yesterday. Now, see, let's see, I'm looking at your screen. So it's showing that one for you right now.
Hmm.
For me, this is what I'm afraid of. I deleted this yesterday. The 2022 End Times game bot, that is the one from SS9. It's showing up on mine right now.
Hmm.
Then I have the Natrado website. It just says Natrado website. I don't want to obviously remove access from that, but I need
Right.
to take off the End Games one because we weren't going to use the SS9. So the one
Right.
that you're looking at is the only one that should technically be there.
Right.
I deleted all of them yesterday by accident.
Oh, that could have been why your interface
Yes.
disappeared for a little while. Yeah.
Yes. So I removed access from SS9 just now. Oh, cancel. But yeah, that's how I was able to figure out because I was looking through everything trying to figure out what is connected because if it's connected to the Nitrado, it's obviously connected to the Discord. So I got rid of the ones on the Discord and even the MEE, that one's gone, the Me one.
E6. Yeah.
We need to start fresh, and that's I think why Matt wanted to go ahead and make the new Discord because he wanted to test adding bots to that one.
Hmm.
To see if they work and that we could have it connected to the Discord to set up some kind of kill feed and to figure out what bots would be better. I don't want to pay a ton of money for bots if they're not going to work. So I
Gotcha.
think that's my worry is I don't want to pay, and because right now we're up to $40, $20.99 for 16 slots, $40 for 2 maps right now. So we might keep one, we might not. Just since now I have access, you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Um, so Matt said he's taking the day off. He's so sick of coding and doing stuff. So
Hmm.
I was kind of like, yeah, I don't blame you. You know, everybody needs a day off. So I'm sure he'll be happy to know that we can actually get back into this one. So he'll be thrilled.
Right.
Um, but yeah, so right now there's no bots, nothing, and I don't know what the bot he wanted to use is called,
Hmm.
but I just want to be able to get kill feed going, and we were struggling. I'm sure you could see the kill feed thing. He was struggling with
Yeah.
the kill feed.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that.
He was going
The log
all
going
out of
through that.
this. Yeah, and he's just like, I don't understand why it's not working. I was like, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So that's kind of yeah. I mean, I'm glad everything's working now. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Application authorized.
There's somebody in there. One player
Is
in
there?
there right now. Let's go see who it is.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, look. It's down again. I got rid of the SS9 bot, right?
Mhm.
It's gone again. It says game server 500 interval server error. An unknown error has occurred. Please try again later if the error still occurs. Contact staff.
Hmm. It must just be your interface because on my end it's still showing that the server is up.
Okay, I closed them out. Let me do Nitrado again. Log in. I don't understand. It was doing it for Matt too. Matt couldn't access anything either.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not working for me. Why? Is it because I'm using Google Chrome and Google Chrome
Why
hates
hiya,
me?
I'm like the only person here for now, crying face.
What up, Daniel Game?
Huh?
It's one of my viewers from my stream. Let's see who's in right now. Let me move this to here.
What is the interface? I'm just questioning. What is the interface exactly? Internet, correct?
The interface, yeah, should come through. It's in your Chrome, but the interface will open up and it just shows the CPU stats, memory stats, and players that are in there. It's just how you interface on the web with it.
Yeah, so it says that the one that I already removed, which is the SS9 bot, still keeps popping up. The 2022 end times game bot.
Uh-huh.
It still keeps popping up when I remove the access and all that.
Um,
But yeah, now my game
What
server's
games
still
have you played for the
showing
stream?
500
Or is it just Days RN?
server error. The long error code. An unknown error occurred. Please try it again. If the error is still occurring, please contact us.
uh,
What is
oh,
calling me?
did you open the server? Because it appears to be open now.
That one was open. We did open it
Okay,
like yesterday or the day before.
okay. Double checking because there was no password
Yeah.
entry thing. Yeah, Daniel, for the moment, I'm just doing Daisy stuff because I'm going over a few things and trying to fine tune some stuff. So for right now, I'm sticking to either playing Daisy or uh, operating things through Daisy Ender at the moment. I'm getting ready to make some tutorials later on for some of the more simple things. Oh, where the fuck am I? I am standing on top of something. Okay.
Wow. Who's in the server right now?
Alright. Sounds good.
Bunky 2011.
Interesting.
Never heard of that person. I know there's some boys around here somewhere.
I don't know what to do about the interface because now it's doing it again to me.
Ah,
work, and now it's not working. So that's kind of annoying.
Mark the time, and because I'm sure it's going to come back, and then when it does, you'll have an average of about how long between making changes like that between when it goes down and when it comes back up. Okay, cool. Fucking suit. Oh, look at that. Business attire. All right.
Why does
I'm
this?
a professional
Should
now.
I delete? Should I delete the authorized applications? Can you fix that on yours?
Let me check.
Because I think it came up different for you.
Well, the authorized applications I was looking at were mine. I don't have any that show through mine. Oh, let's see here. This one. Yeah, this one was mine. Oh, that's not it. Oh, what's no, that was the one I was looking at before.
That's mine. Yeah. So my account, I think.
Okay, this was my account. Here we go. Yeah, it shows my account.
Yeah, because I don't understand why this bot keeps coming on here. The following applications have access to your account. Even though I got rid of the 22 end times game bot, it keeps showing up this back here. Yeah, it doesn't even show I have a game server anymore. Ay, ay, ay. What a mess. Come in. Yeah. My goodness. My goodness, my kids are gonna drive me nuts. Because I don't understand. I don't understand if you go on mine. I wonder if you can make changes hypothetically.
I think it may be locked into the permissions that Spectre gave the other day. So I didn't see exactly what limitations he set to it. I know I can see most everything, but I don't think I actually let me exit out of this game. Yeah, let's see. Let me exit out of this. Oh, wait. Pick up that crap. That on the mic. Shut up. Get a lot of background noise while I'm sitting here and all these grunting and shit.
Hmm.
pull this back up. Let's see.
Why would it be telling me that my interface internal server error? An unknown error occurred. Please try it again. The error still occurs. Please contact our support staff. And then here's an error code. So, what's a good way to look up an error code?
Oh, you should be able to just Google it. With error codes, you can just copy the error code, go to Google, type in what server you're using, and give it the error code that you were given, and it should tell you what it means. Fix me a cup of coffee right quick. You eat, Mama. Crackers.
Where would it be? There's a bunch of codes. I don't want codes. I don't understand what I'm looking up. I copied it, and then I put Cherno after it.
Well, because it's a web interface, you shouldn't have to put Cherno after it. Because if it's a part of the web interface, it won't matter which map it is.
No, I know, but I submitted it, and it's not popping up.
Can you, oh, you said yesterday you had problems sharing your screen. Huh?